Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we'll be doing another painting tutorial, and I'll be doing a landscape today, and it's quite different from my usual subjects because there will be a canal or creek in this one. And as you can see, I've already sketched it's just a simple sketch just to measure where things are gonna go. It's not really like a sketch, if you maybe call it. It's not really a super detailed sketch, but I just want to identify where my horizon is gonna go and where the bridge is gonna go. So for this tutorial, I'll be using my Azo Yellow Deep, or you can use your Cadmium Yellow, it doesn't really matter. We have Permanent Green Deep or Phthalo Green, you can use that. Burnt Sienna, Red, Titanium White, and Peynes Gray. So let's begin now, or let's continue doing this one. As you can see, this is the bridge for this painting. And also this is a continuing bridge. That's why I just identify or make it straight like that. Alright, so I'm just gonna color, underpaint first, the bridge. I'm gonna use a mixture of Peynes Gray plus burnt sienna, and I'm just gonna color the bridge. Like that, and then we will be detailing it later. Right, for this one I'll be using some gray color, so Peynes Gray plus white. You can add tiny bit of burnt sienna, so like this color, and let's just paint it this color first. Right, like that. And this will be the water part, and we'll be doing some trees right here on top. Alright, for the water, I'm just gonna use dark brown. I'm gonna get my burnt sienna plus Peynes Gray. A lot of Peynes Gray. And then brown again. And then let's try almost the same color as this underpainting. So I'm just gonna do it sideways. This is not the actual color of the water, but because of the reflection, it becomes dark. What is being reflected here is the bridge. That's why the water looks dark. Like that. Okay, I'm gonna allow that first to set in or to dry. Let's continue doing the water, but this time I'll be doing just plain gray. So I'm gonna get more white. So it's lighter version, and I'm just gonna paint it with a lighter color. Like that. Alright, and then I'm gonna let it dry first. Let's move on to the background trees and the foreground trees. For the background trees, I'm just gonna get my round stiff brush. I'm gonna dab it onto my green. You can actually use your light or your sponge to create this one. I'm gonna dab on some white and some yellow to make it like yellow greeny color. Add some burnt sienna to tone the color down. You can add more yellow and then white because the trees are quite far from the viewer, so perspective wise they should not appear too contrasted. So I'm gonna dab on, just like the normal thing that I do when I do foliage. I'm just gonna dab on this way to create some distant foliage. You know, it really reminds me not just of Amsterdam, but of France as well. You know, guys, I love France so much. Like, I love France. I've never been in love with a place as much as I did with France. Alright, so now I'm gonna make some pinky foliage. So I'm gonna wash my brush out. And for this one, I'm just gonna use my red color. I'm gonna add white. I'm gonna add some Peynes gray because I don't want super pink. I want muted pink. And I'm just gonna dab it on here. As I've mentioned, actually many times in my videos, nature is muted. The color of nature is muted. It's not neon, it's not bright, it's not highlighted colors. They are all muted. I don't know, I haven't seen a neon natural thing. Like that. Alright, now I'm gonna get light pink or lighter version of that. I'm just gonna add more white. Like that. And I'm gonna add Peynes gray so that I create that dark color. Darky. This is for depth and shadows. All right, I'm gonna wash my brush out now. We're going to create some stems and the tree trunk, of course. I'm just gonna use my Peynes gray. Maybe I'm gonna add a tiny bit of burnt sienna. Let's create the tree trunk. All right, like that. And the paint is still wet. That's why I'm having a hard time layering. But at least we have an idea of how it's gonna look like. So I'm just gonna let it dry first because it's kind of wet. And then I'm gonna use the same color just to darken the continuation of this bridge. It's like a wall. All right, here as well. like that. Okay, I'm gonna get some light brown, so burnt sienna plus white. You see, I'm not really washing my brush. I really don't mind, you know, having my colors mixed in one color. So I'm just gonna use light brown. And let's make some details on the bridge. Like that, for now. Here, I'm gonna get more white. Let's lighten this part. And here as well. Like that. All right, and then I'm gonna create some land right there. So I'm just gonna get my green plus Peynes gray and burnt sienna. And I'm just gonna make that suggestion that it's a pathway right there. It's like a grassy area. All right. I'm gonna get my greeny browny color. So just combine your green and browns. Let's create some details for the background foliage. All right, like that. Then we'll go back to it later. All right. You can actually make some far or distant trees. Like that. And I'm just gonna define this one. So I'm just gonna color it like black. Like that. Now using your Peynes gray, we're just going to make some shadowy area down here. Like that. like that here. All right. I'm gonna get my green and some yellow. So just make it like more yellow greenish. Add burnt sienna. Can you hear that, guys? Absolutely, like every day. I hear that every day. Because I told you, if you're watching my videos, my building is right along the main highway where a lot of government agencies are also built or located. That's why we have that police cars and everything you can hear, usually in the morning. I'm gonna darken my greens here. All right, let's make some reflections. I like that sound, guys. You can actually hear it. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. I always suspect that it's a police car, but I actually don't know. I just know that it's like a motor rider. So we're just doing some reflections. And then I'm gonna lighten some areas. All right. I'm gonna create some light browns. Let's just fix this one. So I'm just creating tiny details on the bridge just to make it more like realistic. Like that. I'm gonna get my Peynes gray and I'm gonna apply it randomly to create that, like it's all old and time has already damaged this wall, and of course the water. I'm gonna wash my brush out. And I'm just gonna fix some areas. Oops. Like that. Just gonna get my Peynes gray. I'm gonna darken some areas right here. Like that. All right. I'm gonna get my pure white and I just want to make some light applications or highlights. I'm gonna get a small brush because I really want to create some tiny details on this bridge. So I'm just dabbing on some light browns quite randomly to create that, you know, that bricks effect. And then going back to my Peynes gray, dabbing on some dark spots because we're trying to suggest some age, meaning this bridge is quite old and damaged by time and water. Like that. All right. I'm gonna get my pure white, which I think I already ran out of. And I'm just gonna use my pure white to highlight the waters. Here, like that. So again, pure white. All right, like that. I'm just using my burnt sienna to really make this look like an old wall. And I'm just gonna add a tiny bit of burnt sienna on the waters. Then I'm gonna get my Peynes gray. I want to darken some areas, giving it that really natural look. Some burnt sienna, right? So we're trying to give it that natural look. Like that. All right, I'm gonna have to make this a little straighter. It's quite, I don't know, it doesn't seem straight like that. All right, I think that's much better. Right, I think that's much better. I'm just gonna create like lines that suggest the natural look of the bridge. All right, I'm gonna use light brown, so I'm just gonna add white to my existing brown and use that to highlight the corner, the sides or the corners of the bridge or the arc. Like that. I'm gonna make some tiny details here, like some yellowy browny colors to suggest like leaves that have fallen. Then more details here. Like that. I'm gonna get my red and yellow to create some orangey colors, and I want to use this on the bridge. I just don't want it to be just pure brown. It's looking like dull and boring to me. Like patches of orange here and there. Just make it quite random. Don't create any particular pattern. Like that. Yeah, that's much better in here as well, to be more consistent. All right, like that. So I'm gonna dab on some yellowy color right here because I feel like it's just pure green. So I'm just gonna use my orangey colors right here. I'm gonna add more white. As long as it's not pure green, I kind of don't like it because it doesn't seem real. Yeah, like that. I kind of like this better. And maybe here as well, the grass part. All right, I'm gonna add like browny colors. Again, I really don't like it when it's just pure green. It seems weird to me. Here as well. Just gonna dab on some more foliage. Some are green, some are pinks. All right, for the light pink, I'm just gonna get my red and white. I'm gonna add some tiny bit of yellow to make it quite orangey. I know it's weird, but I kind of like the effect. Yeah, you can actually add some pinky color on the grassland or the grass part to suggest falling cherry blossoms flower. Like that. Gonna add a tiny bit of light pink. All right, like that. Then let's go back to our white. Let's make some detailing, guys. Just gonna dab on some white, really random. Like that. Here as well. Here in the waters, don't forget. Like that. I like it. I'm gonna get my Peynes gray. I'm gonna darken some parts of the tree trunk. Add some tiny vines. It's gonna get my light brown. Let's add some vines to create more drama to this one. Again, more pinky colors. All right, I'm gonna get some light yellow. And let's go back to the water. Let's add some highlights on the water. And I'm gonna add hints of yellow down here so that we are consistent with the colors that we are using. Again, dab on some yellowness. And here as well. All right, this is really nice. I like it. Gonna add Peynes gray. All right, this is really nice. I'm just highlighting the tree. like that. Making some brownie colors on the wall so that it looks more natural. Like that. I love it. I love this one. Some more reflections. All right, so I think I have to sign this now. It's quite nice already. I'm gonna have to use my white. My paintbrush is always too wet. All right, and I think this is it. We're done, guys. Would you think so? We're done. Maybe not. I'm just gonna darken some areas. And of course, I'm just gonna dab on some more pinky colors because I kind of don't like it when like that. Some white as well. Just dab on some pure white. All right. Okay. Oh, this is nice. I like it already. So I think we're done. And it's very simple, right? Very nice. I like it. It's not very usual. So I'm just going to darken. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going to darken some areas. It's just me. Whenever I finish or say that it's finished, and then I want to add a little more detail. All right. So yeah, that's it. Like that, because I really want that old looking wall effect. I'm just gonna highlight this one. The wall. And that's it. We're done, guys. So that's it. I really like this one. This is my first time to do something like this. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this one. I hope you like it because here I am again looking at my finished painting and then seeing a lot of things that I need to correct. I'm just adding water reflections or reflections in the water. All right. Excuse me. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one. I really did. That was quite challenging for me as well because it's kind of new, because it's not really my usual subject. So thanks for watching and